everybody, it's Debbie and you're at your home, your happy place. If it's your first time here, I hope you decide to stay, subscribe, press your notification bell. It's free. And what am I going to do? Well, I am a former interior decorator, but sometimes that kind of makes people feel intimidated, and that is just the reason I do this channel. I in the past have been intimidated enough to allow somebody else to force me into decorating away and spending my money in what was their vision and not my own. I was somebody who, I guess maybe you call those people pleasers. And you have a hard time telling somebody that I really don't like that. I really like this, especially if you think that they're going to laugh or think that your idea is just insane. I mean, they wouldn't say it like that, but you know what I mean. It happens in almost any kind of genre in our life. Somebody is a professional and you're hiring them, but you already have in your mind something that you want to do. So the reason it's called Your Home, Your Happy Place is because that's really what I want you to feel confident in doing. And that's what I do here. My house doesn't look like a lot of the other YouTubers' houses. I don't think any of ours do, really. And one of the things that really makes me so happy is when a lot of us are shopping. I mean, we all have the same resources most of the time, unless you're getting thrifted items, and then that's not going to be the same. But when you're buying new, a lot of us have the same items, and you'll see them show up in such different ways. I love that. So where I'm somebody that's very colorful, there may be somebody who's very neutral, but we're using some of the same newly released items. So it's just kind of fun to get a feel and then kind of start to feel like, I really like that. I think I love watching somebody who's just neutral. But what I know about me is I would get so bored with that so fast and it would make me sad. That's what I know about me. Other people can get overstimulated by all the bright colors that I use. And to know that about yourself is really important too. So today, yes, we're going to be bright, but we are in a very neutral background as far as my kitchen goes. It's white on white. So you could go neutral with the items that I'm using, or you could punch them up with the colors that you like. And so I'm going to start over in the sink area. And while not a lot of this is brand new, a lot of this was new in January when I was really searching around for spring. So you're going to see that I've pulled some things that used to be in the family room in here. So let's get started. If you were with me in January, February, you saw these. Oh my gosh, you know what? It is a simple, you can get these. I will link these below. Basically, they're the same. I mean, they're you probably find them at maybe at Hobby Lobby, but something very similar. It looks like it's like 3 sticks and some twine. They do have a little bit of moss and then a couple little sprigs of something, which you could add if yours don't. And they're in a tall vase. I got these because I needed something that was very, very skinny. When I originally bought them for what I was getting them for, but I also was attracted by the bow, you guys. And you know what? I've taught myself how to do this now. These are so easy, and when I do my DIY for the screen porch, I will show you how to do these. Super simple. What it did to this, if you can imagine, I'm not going to take it off, but if I did, you'd see this was super plain. Now, if this isn't your style, don't add it. But what else could you add? I'm thinking about some of the little, they're itty bitty garlands that you can get this time of year. I'm trying to see if I have one. I've got one. Hang on. So you guys know there's a ton of these. This one looks like, I don't know, pastel buds, but they're Easter. These are typically at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I have some in here that have little flowers. I have some that have Easter eggs, but they're all super small. You could intertwine this Yeah, you can see what I'm doing. I would take my time and do it really beautifully. Oh, imagine, should I? Yes, I'm going to get another one. Or you could just wrap it around the whole base. These are easily cut with, well, for sure with, oh, what do you call them? Floral snippers. They might even be cut. They're so thin right there. You could probably cut that with a scissors so that you don't have too much. But I'm going to grab another one. Okay, I thought I had one of these in that, but I don't. But imagine the same thing, because they have them, with all these little shells, and then you put that through there. Wow, you have just taken it to a place where you could use the same piece of decor every season. Change out your bows. Don't put a bow back. Do something else. At Christmas, you could stick little ornaments or picks in them. I mean, these are something that everybody should have. They will work in a vanity in your bathroom. They will work on your fireplace mantle. And as you're going to see, I'm going to pop them around my sink. So let's get started. This is always a tricky place for me to film just because of, I have LED lights up there, which always do something to the color. Let me turn it off and see if it's any better. It probably won't be. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is. And then, of course, the window. So I have this big window, and you can see there's two like big hunks here. So I decided to use that as where I'm going to frame out my sink. So right away, you see the huge pops of color. Your eye gets drawn up instead of just staying low at the sink. And I really, really like it, but I really wanted, I don't know, I just had some other look in mind. So I grabbed these. I bought these at TJ Maxx this year. And they're small little vases, and I thought, is this going to work? I don't know, but let's see. Okay, so it goes down just so the rim is showing. For me, I am good with that. However, if you're not, you could just put some more moss on it and have these hanging out over, and you wouldn't even see that rim. Now, if I look at the two, this one is way more appealing to me in this space than what I want it for. I love how that white is coming up. So I'm going to do both of them. Okay. I always do something here, which I will, but I really wanted to focus this. It's like, this is simple, so if that's where you want to stop, that is great. I wanted something more. I was going after an inspiration picture that I showed you that had chinoiserie, so it was blue and white. In fact, I looked at blue and white items, but I wasn't ready to get rid of all of this bright pink. I just have a lot of bright pink, as you'll see as we come through. And I just wanted to keep that going. So maybe in the fall or towards Christmas or something, I will go more in the blue and white. But right now, it's not that I'm not going to have blue and white, but it's not going to be predominant. So let's see what else I could put there. I had these, I wasn't really even using them, and then all of a sudden I used them and I had to buy two more. These are from Walmart, you guys. I've shown them before. I think they're about $14.99 maybe, and they're a faux boxwood in a ceramic white. And I am just going to set that on the side of these. So it is repeating the ball, even though it's a different, let me pull that out, a different plant, but it looks really cute together. And I kind of love the fact that I've got like this tulip vase going with this square. Let's try a different view. I don't know that it's going to help, but okay. next that came up was, I just found this in my stash. Little Easter eggs with the bunnies. This is a TJ Maxx find. Oh, it still has the price on it. It's at least 1, if not 2 years old. It's $15. And I have a nice little ledge up here. I could put it down here, but you really don't see it. So I like it up there where I can see it. They look so cute. I had a moss bunny. So I thought I'd put him over there. So groups of 3s, yes. What am I going to do here? A weathered candlestick, chippy white, shabby chic, and this is an egg I found, I'm sure, at TJ Maxx or something. I don't know what it's made of, but it is the perfect size for sitting here. I feel like this is very symmetrical without being completely the same. I have a different object here, and they're different colors, but the balance is really, really pretty. Okay, do you guys remember this little sweetheart? I found this at Ross, and I just loved it, and I gave you, at the time, several ideas of what you could do with it. I just decided to use this one as my soap and dish towel holder because it just made me happy. So while I have a lot of Easter towels, I chose this one for the color. The green and the pinks, a little bit of coral, and the pops of lavender and yellow. It just said, you know, Happy Easter to me. And I'm just setting it across. This is not one I'm going to use. I'll yell at somebody if they start to use it. I have plenty of Easter towels, and I'm putting in, is this one an Easter one? I don't even think it was. Oh, it is, Bunny 12. Oh, yeah. I found this one at TJ Maxx this year. But I can link these below. But as I've told you in the past, if you really want them, don't buy them at a boutique and don't buy them at Amazon, because you can always find these at a TJ Maxx and sometimes at the Home Goods. That is all I'm doing here. I'm really, really thrilled with it. Let me know what you think. I'm starting with this Creative Co-op tray I personally bought at a boutique, but Amazon carries it. The unfortunate part for you, if you don't need to, is that it comes in a set of 2. The other one nests inside of this, not tightly. It's a much smaller one. I almost wish I would have seen that first, because I don't know if I spent more on it. I probably did spend more on it. Okay, you guys, I am not a straight person, so I'm going to put this at an angle. Not sure which angle yet. I think I'll try it like that for now. I showed these in a haul. I had a yellow and a soft blue, and then this white background. Just kind of vintage, shabby chic style. It is a dish towel, so I'm just going to bunch it in here a little bit. I want the color, and I just want it in here. My husband got me a small version of this so he could replace this, which he broke in the garbage disposal. This I love. I found this little sweetheart at Home Goods, and still the last time I went, they had a lot of stuff, and you know, she wasn't super inexpensive. She might have been $49. Oh, is the price on her? She was $49. So not everybody's gonna pick her up, but to me, this is like, you would think nothing of buying something maybe for 20. And when you kind of think about it, you buy 2 items for 20 and you're at 40 or whatever, 15, you know, this one has huge impact. I originally bought her to put her up in my big display up there. But, you know, your eyes don't always go up there. Your eyes always come through the center of the kitchen. So she's a stunner. Just love it. So I found this, bought it last year. Oh, price tags. I love to see TJ Maxx. I've taken off. You're kidding me. It looks like it could have just been $12.99. That seems way too cheap. But when there's a 2 after, I can't see the first number. When there's a 2 after, that's usually what it was. It is sealed. So this is a great cookie jar. And it's just adorable. I love the toile. I love the pink. It's a little lighter pink, but I'm still carrying a little pink into it. So I put it in here. It's like, this is not working. Just not working at all. So then I decided to find a little cake stand here. This one looks like it's TJ Maxx, $19. I have used this a lot. You can see the grease from cookies, even though I've put doilies on. But I decided to lift it up, and it was like, yeah, that's okay, and that helps. But it wasn't until I decided to add this, which I have to put that on first, that I felt like it was coming together. And there we go. Normally, I wouldn't do 3 things of the same height, but it's just the way it worked out. So I'm going to bring your eye back down with one of my nests down here. And I just had, you know, you all probably have, I just have a lot of eggs. In fact, some of these I bought like this, and some of them were picks because I can see where I pulled the stick out. And I'm just going to throw them in. I got some pastel, kind of shiny ones, and then these pretty gold ones. One more thing, because this is goes all the way around. I had this pretty flower, and I feel like I used it in the kitchen for the last spring one I did. But I grabbed one of my mother's cut crystal. I mean, look at the edge of that. Isn't that beautiful? And I still don't have the price tag off of that thing. And that's like Pier 1, so it's so old. But I just did that. And I'm putting it on the back side of the bunny, just to fill it out, bring some more of that bright pink over, and I'll take you to the back. And because I have a sink here, I mean, I could put this towel like this. It's a super cute towel. It's not super bright, but I have been just draping it over. I don't know why. I think it looks good either way. And there we have this island. And you can see how the pinks pick off of each other, that bright. I mean, without that really bright flower that I added there, it wouldn't really be bringing over the pink from the window. Over here, I may have changed out the book. I really can't remember. I went with the strawberry cake here because of the pink icing and the pink and green in the background. It really looks good, not to mention that the cake sounds delicious. And otherwise, you know, in the past, I've put out pink utensils, but ever since I bought these they're not bamboo, they're teak. Ever since I bought these teak ones, I haven't put out the silicone. Now I do use the silicone all the time as far as a spatula goes for eggs over easy, because I think they do a much better job than a piece of wood. But other than that, I'm going to just add a couple items, just two. And something I use every year is this rolling pin. I don't know if they still bring them out. Year after year, you'd find at the holidays that TJ Maxx would have these. So I have ones with pumpkins, I have ones with reindeer, and I have ones with bunnies. And you could definitely add a bow or a ribbon to the edge or something like that to, bring a little bit more color. But I am just going to add flowers. And something I've had, you can find these all the time at Home Goods. And I'm sure that's where I got it. Sometimes these start to yellow, if you can see that a little bit. But oh well, I still think it's just perfect. And I don't know. Yeah, let's do it like that. There. Wow. So again, I'm popping that bright pink over here. And there's not a, well, yeah, I was going to say there's not a bunny, but there is a bunny right there. So I haven't over bunnied. Not doing anything on the stove per se. I don't think I have a tea kettle. The problem is I don't really use the tea kettles because I have that little electric kettle. Over here, I'm adding that marble stand that I got at TJ Maxx. And every now and then you can find these. I also had gotten the salt and pepper shaker, probably at the same time, and I love them. And then this is one of those garlands. So you could, take it and spread it out and use it on, a shelf or a display area, a mantle, whatever. But I just like sometimes to just loosely unwind them and let them nestle into something that, who cares, it's salt and pepper shaker. But suddenly it's a little moment of spring. And in this case with the bunny rabbits, I think it looks a little Easter-like. I decided to move this. I was redecorating. I had this over on the other side. It's just, I imagine it's considered a bookend. I'm very sure that I picked it up at TJ Maxx or Home Goods. And I am putting in my picnic books, which last time we looked, this was up in the bookshelf. But now I want them getting handy. How did I have this? Let me look at this real quick. Okay. Yeah, I just put it that way. And then I have these. So I think these are available. This is Hobby Lobby Easter. Those are $2.99. And then, of course, well, that's one that I've pulled off of something. But I have bought these. I have so many of them. And I believe these are the 3 colors they come in. I think I'll put that guy in the center since he's a different egg. I'm just going to set that in front. Just picking up some spring colors there. All right, I'm going to stop here because it's a good stopping spot and I think the video is probably plenty long. We're going to come back to the kitchen another day and we're going to do the hood range hood. We're going to do another island, the coffee bar, and all the display areas with a whole lot more happy, fun, whimsical spring Easter decor. I hope you'll think about joining me. And by the way, today begins Amazon's spring summer sale, the biggest one that they do this time of year. And so I am going to go into my Amazon storefront, which is linked below, and I will be putting in some of my most favorite things that I buy there that will be on sale. So it'll be a real quick jaunt for you if you're interested, and it'll be home decor. It might even be some clothes, just some of the things that I already own that I absolutely love, all in one convenient spot for the sale. And then I'll probably get rid of it after the sale's over because they're already in other areas. It just takes a while. So I hope you'll enjoy shopping that. If you don't have access to my description box because you're watching it on TV, you would go to your phone or your laptop. You would go to amazon.com/shop/your home, your happy place, and you'll get my specific storefront. And I will link other things directly below for this video, and I'll see you again. If this goes out early, then I'm going to see you on Thursday. Mwah! Happy spring!